Tonight, people with Alzheimer's and those who care for them are learning about an experimental drug that could change the way we look at this disease. It's showing some early promise, but the key word there is early.
You just want to walk?
For more than 5 million Americans living with Alzheimer's, there's nothing, no drugs, no therapies to stop or even slow down the disease from erasing their memories. But doctors say an experimental drug called aducanumab may benefit millions of others in the earliest stages.
We now know this disease can build up in the brain maybe 20 years before the clinical symptoms.
The drug works to seek and destroy a protein called amyloid that builds up in the brains of Alzheimer's patients. It's a little like bad cholesterol that builds up in arteries, leading to heart disease. In the small study from drug maker Biogen, the drug reduced amyloid buildup. What's more, it slowed memory loss in people just starting to show symptoms. Side effects included headaches, and some had a form of brain swelling at higher doses of the drug. Experts in the Alzheimer's field are optimistic about the findings, but urge caution.
This is very early in those human clinical trials. It will be going to its next phase, where often we've seen these drugs fail.
The number of people with Alzheimer's disease is expected to triple within the next 40 years. Biogen will move its drug to a much larger phase 3 clinical trial, the final stage before submitting data to the Food and Drug Administration.
So would a treatment like that fall under compassionate use reforms? That is the policy to let terminally ill patients get access to potentially life-saving drugs that are not on the market yet. There are several bills in federal and state government named for Austin attorney Andrea Sloan. She died after a long battle with ovarian cancer after waiting months for an experimental drug. We reached out to compassionate use advocates who tell us most likely Alzheimer's patients would not be able to claim compassionate use. That's because while Alzheimer's often leads to death, it is a slow progression.